Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. Last Friday night, I began to teach you about the call of God and about the desire that we have in our hearts and stretching out our hearts to be an episcopos, to be a bishop, a pastor, an overseer, an elder, a presbyter. Paul uses all of those terms synonymously for the same person in Acts chapter 20. It's not a desire for an office of ministry. It's a desire for a task. The task of serving God's people. The task of visiting and watching over the people of God. Episcopos has the idea of visiting and of oversight or watching over. Now I want you to notice in our text today, in Hebrews chapter 8, verse 6, but the ministry Jesus has received. The ministry Jesus has received. Just stick with that phrase. Ministry is something that is given to you. Paul teaches us that he was an apostle by grace. Now, many of you are listening to me today, and like I was as a young boy, 18 years old, when God put his hand on my life and began to call me, and I couldn't figure out why God would call me, why God would use me. I knew my background, I knew my inabilities, I knew all of that, but ministry is given to you, and it's not given to you because you deserve it. It's given to you by grace. Everything we receive in life comes from grace. It's given to you by grace. Now, brothers and sisters, if God's hand is on your life and God is calling you, and you look at yourself and you say, but what am I capable of doing? Maybe like me, you'd be way too shy to be able to stand in front of people and speak. Maybe like Sister Bev, she was way too shy to stand up in front of people and lead worship. Maybe you're a person who's insecure. I don't know. But when you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, what is there in my life that God could use? Just answer the question, nothing. The ministry that I will have is a ministry that is given to me. It's not a ministry that I have developed. It's not a ministry that I'm capable of. It's a ministry that He will give me, and He will give it to me by grace.